Okay, so I am super pumped for today's video because I'm going to show you not one, but two must-know strategies when it comes to Marriott Bonvoy credit cards. And these strategies are not very straightforward because of the Bonvoy credit card portfolio spanning over two different issuers, Chase and American Express. And these issuers do not play nice with each other. The strategies that I'll be covering do take some advanced planning, but it's actually simpler than you think. And if you're a true Marriott loyalist like myself, then I know you're all in. But if you're not, you're probably asking yourself, why would I even want to get Marriott Bonvoy credit cards in the first place? And I have two answers for you. The first is that Marriott is the world's largest hotel chain with more than 8,000 properties worldwide, and it continues to grow, including the recent announcement of the MGM and Marriott partnership starting in October 2023. And Marriott offers not only the largest number of properties, but in my experience, the most convenient properties as well. The second is that the Marriott Bonvoy credit card lineup are, of course, hotel credit cards. And as such, they come with two things that us credit card enthusiasts love: sign-up bonuses and free night awards. Of course, there are other great benefits on Marriott cards as well, but the free night awards are the most important because they're what make these cards keeper cards, as you can pay the annual fee to get outsized value when using a free night award for a big redemption. So with that in mind, let's explore these two strategies together. The first strategy is for those of you who prefer budget stays, ultimately yielding three $35K free night awards using three Marriott credit cards with annual fees totaling $315. And the second strategy is for those of you who prefer luxury stays, ultimately yielding two $85K free night awards and two $35K free night awards using four Marriott credit cards with a total effective annual fee of $720. But real quick, there are two key points with Marriott free night awards that I want to discuss before we move on. The first is that even though there are only $35K and $85K free night awards on Marriott Bonvoy credit cards, Marriott does allow you to add up to 15,000 Bonvoy points to your award if you wanted to stay at a higher value property. This means that you can redeem these free night awards at up to 50K and 100K respectively, provided that you have enough Marriott Bonvoy points to supplement that original award. The second is that Marriott is a little annoying in that you have to wait at least 12 months after you get approved for the card to get that first free night award. This is why getting a sign-up bonus on the card is so important, especially for Marriott cards, because this is the best way to make these credit cards worth it in year one, since a free night award will not be issued in that year. So now let's look at the Marriott Bonvoy credit card portfolio as a whole and identify which cards are important and which cards are not. On the Chase side, we have the Bonvoy Bold, Bonvoy Boundless, Bonvoy Bountiful, and the Ritz-Carlton cards. On the American Express side, we have the Bonvoy Bevy, the Bonvoy Brilliant, and the Bonvoy Business cards. Note that the Chase Ritz-Carlton card and the American Express Marriott Bonvoy card are cards that you can't directly apply for, but are available through product changes, so they're more like secret cards in both ecosystems, which is pretty cool. And so out of these 8 credit cards, these are the cards that we'll be using in our strategy: the Chase Bonvoy Boundless card, the Chase Ritz-Carlton card, the American Express Bonvoy card, the American Express Bonvoy Brilliant card, and the American Express Bonvoy Business card. As for the other cards, the Chase Marriott Bonvoy Bold card is a great downgrade option for the other Chase cards, so that's good to know. And regarding the Chase Bonvoy Bountiful and American Express Bonvoy Bevy cards, you do have to spend $15,000 in a calendar year to get a free night award on these cards. And this really isn't as good as just getting an automatic free night award, so these cards will not be a part of this strategy. Now, I mentioned before that Chase Marriott cards and American Express Marriott cards do not play nice with each other, and this is because getting a sign-up bonus or even having a specific card with one issuer can delay or even prevent you from getting a sign-up bonus on a card from the other issuer. And you can dive into the terms and conditions and figure this out, but I'm going to just tell you what you need to know with regards to these strategies. We'll first start with a Chase Bonvoy Boundless card. First, you can't have more than one Boundless card. And second, once you get a Chase Bonvoy Boundless card, you're locked out of any American Express Bonvoy card sign-up bonuses for 24 months. Now, you can upgrade this Boundless card to the Ritz-Carlton card, but to do so, you must have had this card open for at least 1 year, and the card must have at least $10,000 of credit limit before the product change, since the Ritz-Carlton card is a Visa Infinite card, and $10,000 is the minimum limit on these types of cards. So that covers the Chase side, but now let's cover American Express. Of course, the once-in-a-lifetime rule applies for sign-up bonuses on the American Express Marriott Bonvoy cards, as you would expect. But it's important to know that you can't get the sign-up bonus on the Bonvoy Brilliant card if you have or have had the Ritz-Carlton card in the last 30 days. And just like the Chase side, once you get an American Express Bonvoy Brilliant or American Express Bonvoy Business sign-up bonus, you can't get a sign-up bonus on a Chase Bonvoy card for the next 24 months. So you can see how important it is to understand these sign-up bonus rules, because applying for cards from one bank will affect your eligibility for sign-up bonuses with the other bank. Having said that, the Ritz-Carlton card does not have a sign-up bonus, since you can no longer apply for it directly, but you can get it through product changing from an existing Chase Marriott Bonvoy credit card like the Bonvoy Boundless. It's great that this card is still available because it's one of the most, if not the most, valuable credit card in Marriott's lineup. And I want to briefly go through this card's perks and benefits, since it will play a big role in our strategy for luxury stays. This card comes with a slew of luxury benefits for only a $450 annual fee. You get Marriott Gold status, 15 Elite Night credits, a Priority Pass membership, and primary auto rental collision damage waiver. In terms of statement credits, it comes with a $100 TSA Global Entry credit, as well as a $300 annual airline incidental credit, which can heavily offset that $450 annual fee. But most importantly, you also get an annual $85K Free Night Award after your first card member anniversary, which of course can be boosted by 15,000 Bonvoy points to redeem for a property up to 100K points per night. We can see that if we take full advantage of this airline incidental statement credit, the effective annual fee is just $150. And with the $85K Free Night Award that's included with this card, this is incredible value. I also want to point out that this card has another major benefit, since it can get unlimited authorized users for no annual fee, with each authorized user getting their own TSA PreCheck and Global Entry credit, as well as their own Priority Pass membership. So with all those perks in mind, you can see how valuable the Ritz-Carlton card can be, but you can only get there through Chase Marriott Bonvoy cards, with the best entry point in my opinion being the Chase Bonvoy Boundless card. Okay, so we now know the cards, we now know the sign-up bonus rules, and we also know more about the Ritz-Carlton card, so now let's build out these strategies. I'm going to first start out by saying that patience is a virtue, and these are multi-year strategies. So it's not for those of you who want a quick hit, but it's a strategy you can work over time, yielding incredible value at the end. Like I said before, there are two pathways to follow. One for those of you who prefer budget stays, and one for those of you who prefer luxury stays. Let's first start with the Marriott strategy to maximize Free Night Awards for budget stays. The first thing we're going to do is get the Marriott Bonvoy Boundless card, which has a $95 annual fee, as well as a $35K Free Night Award. Now with all of these cards, the Free Night Award will always come after your first card member anniversary, meaning that you have to wait for at least 1 year to get that free night. Kind of annoying, I know. So you can see that after 1 year, we get this $35K Free Night Award as marked here. We also have to wait at least 24 months after our original Bonvoy Boundless application before applying for another Marriott card in the American Express family, since during this period, we are locked out of American Express Bonvoy credit card sign-up bonuses. So in year 2, after these 24 months have passed, we get another $35K Free Night Award, and we can now apply for the American Express Bonvoy Brilliant card and the American Express Bonvoy Business card and get the sign-up bonuses associated with each of these cards. You could apply for the Bonvoy Brilliant card first or the business card first, it doesn't really matter, but definitely try to get both of these cards in year 2. By the 3rd year, you can see that we could be getting two $35K Free Night Awards from the Bonvoy Boundless and the Bonvoy Business cards, and one $85K Free Night Award from the Bonvoy Brilliant card. And if that's cool with you, then I think you could stop here. But because we're looking to maximize these $35K Free Night Awards specifically with a lower annual fee, the next and final step is to downgrade that Brilliant card to that $95 annual fee Amex Marriott Bonvoy card that also gets you a $35K Free Night Award. So after doing that, by the following year in year 4, you'll get 3 $35K Free Night Awards every subsequent year for $315 if we total up the annual fees on the 3 of these cards. And that's a pretty good deal, but don't forget that we also got the sign-up bonuses on each of these cards along the way. So that's also super exciting. Now, of course, you should combine the strategy with other credit cards along the way, but because of the way Marriott has credit cards with both Chase and American Express, and they delay your first Free Night Award, it's worth it to plan out all of these cards in advance. So now that we know the specifics of the budget strategy, let's focus on the luxury strategy that can get us 4 Free Night Awards every single year. Just like the previous strategy, we'll start out first with applying for the Chase Bonvoy Boundless card and enjoy its $35K Free Night Award in year 1. But in year 2, this is where things are going to be a little different from our first strategy. We're still going to apply for the American Express Bonvoy Brilliant and Bonvoy Business cards, but in this year, we're also going to product change the Chase Bonvoy Boundless card into the Ritz-Carlton card. And the sequence for doing this is crucial. You can apply for either the Brilliant card or the Business card first, that doesn't really matter, but make sure you apply for the Brilliant card before you product change your Boundless card into the Ritz-Carlton card. This is because the terms and conditions of the Brilliant card prohibit you from getting a sign-up bonus on the Brilliant card if you have a Ritz-Carlton card. So again, make sure you've secured the sign-up bonus on the Brilliant card before the product change and you should be good to go. Now, because we applied for American Express Marriott Bonvoy cards in year 3, we are again locked out of sign-up bonuses, but this time on the Chase side. So in year 3, we'll enjoy 2 85K free night awards and 1 35K free night award. But in year 4, we can finally reapply and get the sign-up bonus for the Chase Bonvoy Boundless card. And after one more year, in year 5, we'll be able to get 4 Marriott Bonvoy free night awards every single year. And if we look at the annual fees on each of these cards, there's $450 for the Ritz-Carlton card, $650 for the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card, $125 for the Bonvoy Business card, and $95 for the Bonvoy Boundless card, totaling $1,320 in annual fees. But when we deduct the $300 airline incidental statement credit from the Ritz-Carlton card and the $300 dining credit from the Bonvoy Brilliant card, this leaves us with an effective annual fee of $720. And I think $720 for these 4 free night awards is totally worth it, especially for those of you Marriott loyalists, and I'll probably be doing this myself. And so those are the best strategies for budget travelers as well as luxury travelers to maximize free night awards on Marriott Bonvoy credit cards. Again, this is a long play for sure, but by being patient and understanding the terms and conditions from both banks, you can build these very powerful keeper card setups while at the same time getting sign-up bonuses for Marriott Bonvoy points, which can be applied to these free night award certificates and also get you even better Marriott redemptions. Now, terms and conditions are always subject to change, so we do have to keep up with the times, but I hope that these strategies give you a solid framework to work with. And at the time of recording this video, the Marriott credit card portfolio has been recently refreshed about a year ago, so I'm not too concerned about any upcoming changes. But as the Ritz-Carlton card has been discontinued to new applicants, it's only a matter of time before its reward structure changes or it gets discontinued altogether. And I'm sure you noticed that all of these cards have annual fees, and that can be a big problem. So check out this video next where I explain the best way to manage multiple credit card annual fees.